Welcome back to the Rooted Wild podcast, where we explore recreation therapy, nervous system care, and sustainable ways of living well, even when conditions aren't ideal. I'm your host, Katherine Winkles, a certified therapeutic recreation specialist. And today's episode is especially important as many of us move into a season that can feel heavy, isolating, or physically challenging. This episode is called Winter Recreation and Nervous System Care, Staying Connected When the Weather Isn't Gentle. Depending on where you live, winter looks a little different to all. Here in Texas, it has been unseasonably warm, with a few cold days here and there. In other parts of the world where our listeners are, yes, I'm looking all the way up at you, Canada, winters can be a little less forgiving. Winter can bring less daylight and in turn less vitamin D intake, cold or painful temperatures, limited mobility, increased fatigue, and even heightened stress or low mood. And yet we're often told to either push through like nothing has changed or hibernate completely. Recreation therapy offers a third option: gentle, adaptive connection without pressure. Let's talk about what that actually looks like. Why winter feels hard on the nervous system. Winter impacts the nervous system in very real ways. From a physiological perspective, reduced sunlight can affect circadian rhythm and serotonin production. Cold increases muscle tension and pain sensitivity. Shorter days can increase fatigue and dysregulation. And social routines often change or disappear. For people with chronic pain, fibromyalgia, depression or anxiety, sensory sensitivity, seasonal affective disorder, and burnout or trauma histories, winter can amplify symptoms, not because reminding ourselves to stay positive failed, but because the body is responding to seasonal environmental stressors. This means winter care needs to be intentional, flexible, and compassionate. Let's take a look at redefining recreation for the winter season. Recreation is often pictured as high-energy movement, outdoor adventure, and warm weather activities. But recreation therapy defines recreation more broadly as meaningful engagement that supports health and quality of life. Winter recreation does not need to be intense, long, outdoors only, social, or performative. It can be quiet, brief, sensory-based, indoor or outdoor, and even restorative. The goal is not exposure, it's connection. Nature connection when going outside is hard. Nature-based regulation does not require hiking or snow sports. Accessible winter nature connection might include sitting near a window with natural light or a fireplace, remember safety first, watching snow, clouds, or trees move, listening to nature sounds, caring for indoor plants, using natural textures like wood, stone, or wool for grounding, and looking at nature photography or videos. The nervous system responds to patterns, rhythms, and familiarity, not just location. This is especially important for people managing pain or limited mobility. So let's talk about outdoor winter recreation. If outdoor time feels accessible, keep it short, warm, and supported. There's nothing wrong with checking the weather before bundling up to better enjoy your limited time outdoors and decrease the risk of getting sick. This will also increase your confidence in accessing nature when you can, by taking advantage of windows when the weather permits safe outdoor exposure. Where some are yearning for the muffled crunch and quiet that snow brings, others are rejoicing for a few more warm days. Look at your upcoming weather forecast to see what you're in store for before planning your activities. Examples of this include standing outside for 2 to 5 minutes, slow neighborhood walks, sitting on a porch or a balcony, breathing cold air mindfully, and watching birds or animal tracks. Cold exposure should never be forced. comfort is regulation, so listen to your body as you explore these limits of nature and human comfort. Next up, let's look at indoor winter recreation that regulates. Indoor recreation can be deeply supportive of the nervous system. Some winter-friendly options are creative practices such as coloring, crafting, or writing, gentle stretching or chair yoga, and I'm going to continue to mention chair tai chi for those of you who have yet to try it. There's tons of videos online. Warm baths or showers with intentional breathing, puzzles, audiobooks, or familiar shows. And for those craving more nature scenery that is out of season for where you live, there are lots of great immersive nature videos available online. These will include all kinds of scenes and sounds to increase that sensory connection to faraway places. Seasonal cooking or tea rituals for that warmth are also going to be helpful, and even soft music or ambient sound. These activities work because they provide predictability, engage the senses gently, reduce cognitive load, and support parasympathetic nervous system activation. Now, addressing winter expectations and guilt. Many people feel pressure to stay productive, be socially available, and keep the same routines year-round. But winter asks for slower pacing, more rest, shorter engagement, and lower stimulation. During winter, the need for sleep increases by 1 to 2 hours for most adults to better match the reduction of daylight hours. Humans may not do a full hibernation cycle, but there is still a seasonal biological shift that can be respected. Recreation therapy teaches leisure competence, the ability to choose activities that fit current capacity. Resting more in winter is not failure, it's seasonal intelligence. Here are 5 accessible winter coping skills. All of these are going to be low demand and nervous system informed. Number 1, light anchoring. Seek light intentionally, near windows, lamps, or daylight bulbs. Scientifically, our bodies benefit from 20 minutes of direct sunlight 6 days a week. So with the weakened sun rays, set small goals to get as close to 120 minutes for daylight each week. Number 2, temperature regulation. Warm layers, heated blankets, warm drinks. Physical comfort supports emotional regulation. Number 3, seasonal breathing. Slower exhales help counter winter tension and shallow breathing. Number 4, sensory soothing. Soft textures, familiar sounds, and calming scents. Try finding your softest blankets or coziest pair of socks. They just might come in handy. Number 5, shortened plans. Plan activities with built-in exit options or recovery time. Long past are the days when you needed to be booked solid for just one activity a day. Short meetups suffice with a long list of other responsibilities calling your name. Give yourself the grace to meet someone or go somewhere and leave before you feel totally wiped out. It's time for a guided winter check-in. Now let's go ahead and take a deep breath in and release it slowly. Let's do that again, trying to make our exhale twice as long as our inhale. Just breathing at your own pace. Go ahead and inhale again. And slowly let it out. Notice the temperature of your body. Any warm spots or cool spots, just taking note. And ask yourself, what kind of support do I need this season? Is it more warmth, more rest, more quiet, or even more structure? Let your answer be simple. Winter isn't about fixing. It needs listening. It's about slowing down. So let's take one more breath. And return when ready. Winter is not a pause from living. It's just a different rhythm. Staying connected in winter often looks like less intensity, more intention, smaller moments, and gentler care. As always, feel free to check out our website at www.rootedwildretreats.com or follow us on Instagram at rooted_wild_retreats to see what winter-friendly recreation we are up to, like resources and tools designed to support nervous system care without pressure. In our next episode, we'll build on this by talking about pacing, energy awareness, and listening to capacity. Skills that help us live well across all seasons. Thank you for tuning in to the podcast and to your bodies. Until then, be warm, be gentle even when the weather isn't. Stay connected, and as always, stay wild.